Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into Livingston Academy's baseball field, where today the Livingston Academy Wildcats will play host to Cumberland County in this District 7 AAA matchup today. Happy to have you with us here on Overton Events as we get ready for this one here tonight between the Wildcats and the Jets, as Cumberland County is coached by Joey Burnett. He's assisted by Dalton Barnes. They come in 5-10 overall. They're 4-4 in District 7 AAA play. Livingston coached by Jamie Loftus. He's assisted by Perry Morgan and Richie Young, as the Wildcats come in 4-6 overall, 2-4 in District 7 AAA play, as they got a couple of big district wins last week here at home against Macon County and on the road over in Lafayette against Macon County, as the starters for Stone Memorial being introduced to the crowd here this evening. Happy to have you with us on a perfect day for baseball on this Monday afternoon. The first of two between these two. They'll play tomorrow up in Crossville at Cumberland County High School, as the Jets dressed in the Columbia blue baseball jerseys, the white baseball pants. Livingston dressed in the all-white today for the Wildcats, as they have the royal blue numbers, the black trim. Cumberland County with the white numbers, the white trim on the baseball uniforms, as the starters for Cumberland County and the rest of the Jets there at the first base line, as they prepare to introduce the starters for Livingston Academy, as the Wildcats on defense to start the game tonight. And we'll give you those starters, as starting that pitching today for Livingston Academy will be number 1, Aaron Moffitt. He wears number 1. He'll be pitching today. Catching will be number 17, Carson Parrott. At first base, number 20, Dylan York. At second base is number 9, Cam Norris. At shortstop, number 4, Zach Cotterman. And at third base, number 23, Drew Goolsby, the starting infield for the Wildcats. In the outfield and left field is number 28, Quentin Qualls. In center field is number 19, Ryan Campbell. And in right field is number 33, Tayshawn Hayes, the starting outfield for the Wildcats of Livingston Academy. Again, they are 4-6 overall, 2-4 in District 7 AAA play are the Wildcats. As the starters introduce the crowd, we'll be back. We'll get this one started in just a moment. Now we have our national anthem here this afternoon. Ready to get this one underway here at Livingston Academy. The batting order for Cumberland County leading off will be number 16, Brandon McCaleb. He plays center field for the Jets. He'll be followed by number 8, Jacob Hodge. He is the left fielder. Then number 20, Cade Baisley. He is the catcher for Coach Joey Burnett, assistant coach Dalton Barnes, and the Cumberland County Jets at 5-10 overall, 4-4 in district play. And the first pitch from Aaron Moffitt's going to be low for ball 1 to McCaleb. So 1-0 to Brandon McCaleb as he'll step out for the Jets. Happy to have you with us here tonight as Moffitt will catch the inside part of the plate on that fastball at the knees for called strike one to even the count at 1-1 here at Livingston Academy today. We said a beautiful day. The 1-1 pitch from Moffitt. That one just misses high for ball 2. Parrott held it a long time to let the official have a look at it, but couldn't influence him, and the count goes 2-1. About 70 degrees here at first pitch. 2-1 pitch. Catches the outside part of the plate that time for called strike 2 on the little breaking ball to even the count at 2-2 now to McCaleb. 2-2 pitch from Moffitt. Change up. Got him looking for call strike 3. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 1 of the day for Aaron Moffitt as McCaleb looked stunned by that one, but it clearly broke right back over the middle of the plate, and the count goes 0-1 now. Or the strikeout goes to Moffitt for the first out of the game, and now Jacob Hodge to bat for Cumberland County. First pitch to Hodge. This one hit well to left field. If that's fair, that's gone, but it is hooking. No, it's fair. That's a home run for Jacob Hodge, hitting into the softball field up at Livingston Academy's Lady Wildcat softball field. The only question was whether or not it would stay fair because he crushed that one high in the zone, able to pull it to left field, and the solo home run by Jacob Hodge will put Cumberland County in front by a score of 1-0 here in the early going. No doubt about that one distance-wise. Just whether or not it would stay fair was the only question, and the home plate umpire did a good job getting out in the middle of the infield where he could get a good angle to see it, and it did go inside the foul pole, and the home run will put Cumberland County in front 1-0. This one popped up in the infield. York in foul ground. Now drifting back into fair ground will make the catch at first base for out number 2. So the pop up to Dylan York at first base for the second out of the inning. And now Braylon Burnett will bat for Cumberland County as he'll step in with nobody on and 2 away, but Cumberland County already on the board with a solo big-time home run by Jacob Hodge. First pitch of this at-bat going to stay high for ball 1 to Burnett, starting pitcher for Cumberland County in his first at-bat as Burnett will step back in. The 1-0 pitch from Moffitt. Fastball catches the strike zone at the numbers to even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Braylon Burnett as he'll step back in. 1-1 pitch from Moffitt. Moffitt, this one fouled off the right side. Take the count to 1-2. Burnett stepping back in. The 1-2 delivery. Curveball got him looking. Caught him looking for call strike 3. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 2 in the game by Aaron Moffitt. But Cumberland County on the board with a solo home run by Jacob Hodge as he hit it well to left field, went all the way into the softball field over on the girls softball field here at Livingston as the Wildcats come up to bat for the first time. It's Cumberland County 1, Livingston Academy 0. Let's check the defense for Cumberland County as the starting pitcher will be number 4, Braylon Burnett. The catcher is number 20, Cade Baisley. At first base is number 22, Jaden Hensley. At second base, number 24, Connor Hankins. At shortstop, number 23, Eli Ostrander. And at third base is number 25, Rylan Burnett for the Jets. In the outfield and left field is number 8, Jacob Hodge. In center field is number 16, Brandon McCaleb. And in right field, number 11, Ryder Myers, the starting defense for Cumberland County. They do have a designated hitter as Lucas Dyer wears number 28. He will hit for Rylan Burnett when they are in the batting order. Now Livingston's batting order, Zach Cotterman will lead off for the Wildcats, the Livingston shortstop. In the number 2 spot is number 1, Aaron Moffitt. He's the pitcher. Batting third, number 33, Tayshawn Hayes. He plays right field. Batting fourth, number 17, Carson Parrott. He's the catcher. Batting fifth, number 20, Dylan York. He's the first baseman. Batting sixth, number 23, Drew Goolsby. He plays third base. Batting seventh, number 19, Ryan Paul Campbell. He's the center fielder. Batting eighth, number 9, Cam Norris. He plays second base. And batting ninth, number 28, Quentin Qualls. He is the left fielder for Livingston Academy. Wildcats going without a DH today. The 9 defensive players will all hit in this matchup with Cumberland County, as Jacob Hodge with the big-time home run to left field for the Jets to put them in front 1-0 in the top of the first, as Burnett completing his warm-up pitches. Giving him a long time out there as the home plate umpire. Now he's speeding them up a little bit. Cumberland County at 4-4 in the district. Livingston 2-4 in the district, so they're tied in the loss column as they complete the warm-ups now. And Livingston ready to hit for the first time today as they look down at the catcher for Cumberland County, number 20 for the Jets, Cade Baisley. He's got to be every bit of 6'4" for Cumberland County, as Cotterman will hit to lead off for Livingston Academy. Cotterman stepping in to bat for the first time against Braylon Burnett. First pitch misses high for ball 1. So 1-0 to Cotterman, as he'll lead off for Livingston Academy. That one misses low for ball 2 to take the count 2-0 now to Zach. Cotterman stepping back in. The 2-0 pitch from Burnett. That one catches the knees at the strike zone. Catches the strike zone at the knees for strike 1 to take the count 2-1 now to Cotterman. As this one going to be ripped into left center field. That one is down for a base hit for the leadoff man, Zach Cotterman, as he just went with the pitch and took it into center field for the first hit of the game for Livingston Academy. And now Aaron Moffitt will bat with a runner on for the Wildcats, as he'll step in to hit for the first time today. He'll step in the left-handed batter's box, facing Burnett for the first time. Right-handed pitching Burnett, facing the left-handed hitting Aaron Moffitt. Burnett takes a look over to Cotterman at first base. Pretty good lead over there by Zach. First pitch to Moffitt going to be called strike 1. That one's at the knees as well, as Burnett working everything low to these Livingston hitters. The one that he got up in the zone, Cotterman able to take it into left field for a solid base hit for the Wildcats. The 0-1 pitch from Burnett. This one hitting the gap in right center field. That one's down for a base hit. Cotterman rounding second. Center fielder will get to it. Will they send him? No, they'll hold him at third on a solid single to right center field by Aaron Moffitt to put runners at the corners now for Livingston Academy, as Tayshawn Hayes will bat for the Wildcats. The tying run 90 feet away down at third base on a couple of solid hits to the outfield by Livingston Academy, as Baisley giving the defensive signals. Hayes stepping in to hit for the first time today for the Wildcats, playing right field today for Livingston. Tayshawn will step in, trying to get his team on the board with a base hit or something deep to right field would score Cotterman. First pitch to Hayes. That's low for ball 1. Baisley does a good job blocking it and keeping it in front of him to take the count 1-0 to Hayes, the sophomore, stepping in. Moffitt goes. The 1-0 pitch is a strike. They'll throw back to the pitcher as the count evens up at 1-1. Didn't want to try to give Cotterman a chance to score, so it's going to be a stolen base for Aaron Moffitt. Now runners at second and third for the Wildcats. The go-ahead run in scoring position now for Livingston Academy here in the early going, as Hayes will step back in to hit, gain some words from head coach Jamie Loftus down the third base line. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tayshawn as he'll step back in for Livingston Academy. One pitch from Burnett, swing and a miss for strike 2 to take the count to 1-2 to Hayes. Little breaking ball. The bottom just kind of dropped out of it, going from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock very quickly. 1-2 pitch. Hayes will ground this one to second base. That'll score a run. Second baseman up with it, throws to first to get the out, but Hayes will drive in a run to tie the game at 1 apiece. On the 4-3 putout, it will be an RBI for Tayshawn Hayes. It will be out number 1, and it will move Aaron Moffitt down to third base as Zach Cotterman coming in to score from third base. So the go-ahead run at third now for Carson Parrott with 1 away here in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Parrott. That one at the numbers for call strike 1. So 0-1 to Carson Parrott. As he'll step back in. The 0-1 pitch. This one fouled into the net for strike 2 to take the count 0-2. Good play over at second base by Connor Hankins for Cumberland County as he flipped it over to Jaden Hensley at first for the putout for the Jets to get the first out of the game. The 0-2 pitch to Parrott. Carson rips this one into left field. Left fielder moving over. That'll drop for a base hit. Moffitt will come in to score. Parrott rounding first. He'll go into second with a stand-up double. An RBI for Carson Parrott, and the Wildcats take the lead at 2-1 on that double to the wall in left field, and Carson going to get a courtesy runner to come in and run for him as he's the catcher for Livingston Academy, as they'll get a, no, he's going to stay out there. He's just bringing the gloves over to Coach Jamie Loftus, but it's a double for Carson Parrott. First extra base hit of the day for Livingston. An RBI for Parrott as a couple of runs in the inning. And the Wildcats take a 2-1 lead on that hit by Parrott. Now Dylan York with a chance to add to it with a runner in scoring position for Livingston. First pitch to York, going to be at the knees for call strike 1. The count 0-1 to Dylan York as he'll step back in there for Livingston. Burnett takes a look out to Parrott at second base. The 0-1 pitch. That one low and outside for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. Now to York. One pitch from Burnett. This one hit on the left side. That's going to be through for a base hit. They're going to send Parrott home. The left fielder up with it. No throw at home, and that will hold York at first base, but it's going to be a seeing-eye single by Dylan York. He'll get an RBI as Carson Parrott running on the first sound, able to come in and score on that one. It went off the glove as the shortstop, Eli Ostrander, tried to backhand that one to his right. Couldn't get to it. Bounced off the glove of Ostrander, and the Wildcats add another run to take a 3-1 lead now over Cumberland County. And Drew Goolsby will hit now for the Wildcats. Burnett. First pitch to Goolsby. That one breaks over the outside part of the plate for call strike 1 to take the count 0-1. Seems like he's been ahead in the count. Got that first pitch strike the entire game, but then Livingston has come back and hit him very well here in this first inning. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Goolsby for strike 2. Big cut there by Drew Goolsby to take the count 0-2 now. Still only one out here in the bottom of the first for the Wildcats. 3 runs in as they lead it 3-1. The 0-1 pitch. This one fouled off at the plate to keep the count 0-2 as Goolsby stays alive. Just got a piece of it. Went off the bat, then off the glove of Baisley. They look over to Coach Joey Burnett in the first base coach's box and the first base dugout. The 0-2 pitch This one fouled off the right side. We'll go over the light standard there and hit over on the new sidewalk they put in going up to the old tennis courts here at Livingston Academy. I think they use that for a lot of band practice, and some of the ag classes use those old tennis courts to grow things there. The 0-2 pitch from Burnett. This one hit to the second baseman coming in. It'll drop. York had to wait to see if he got to it. Now they'll drop it. Right, a little backhand flip to Ostrander, but the shortstop couldn't hold it, as coming up with it was Connor Hankins, and then Ostrander couldn't hold on to that one, so it'll be an error on Cumberland County. Just depends on how they score it, either Hankins or Ostrander, but it will put a runner at first and second now for Livingston Academy, as York had to wait on that one and looked like a sure out, but they couldn't hold on to it. And now it'll be Ryan Campbell to hit for the Wildcats with runners at first and second. Still only one away here in the bottom of the first. That one misses away for ball one to Ryan Campbell. So he's not ahead on Campbell here in this at-bat, as Ryan will step back in. The 1-0 pitch from Burnett. This one fouled off into the net to even the count at 1-1. Campbell, the seventh player to bat in the inning for the Wildcats. 3 runs have scored. Runner at first base, runner at second base for Livingston Academy. Still only one out. Here in the bottom of the first, the count evens up at 1-1 as the Wildcats lead it 3-1. The 1-1 pitch. That one going to be called strike 2. Oh, it looked low from up here. The home plate umpire said it was in the zone. The count goes 1-2. Campbell stepping back in. The 1-2 pitch. That one misses low and away for ball 2 to even the count now at 2-2. Campbell will step back in. The 2-2 pitch. This one grounded to the right side. Second baseman coming in will field it. He'll flip to first for out number 2, but it will move the runners as York will move over to third base. Goolsby will move down to second base. Hankins to Hensley, 4-3 for out number 2. They've gotten both outs here in the inning, and now Cam Norris will hit for Livingston as he'll bat for the first time with runners at second and third. Now for the second baseman for Livingston, Norris. First pitch from Burnett. Swing and a miss on a big cut by Cam Norris as he was swinging for the fences that time, and the count goes 0-1. Norris stepping back in for Livingston. The 0-1 pitch. This one hitting the gap in right center field. The right fielder going over, can't get to it. Base hit for Norris. York will come in to score. Goolsby will come in to score. A 2 RBI single by Cam Norris to the gap in right center field. Will score a couple of runs for the Wildcats as he gets his first RBIs of the game. York run number 4, Goolsby run number 5 for Livingston. The Wildcats take a 5-1 lead, and they bat it around here in the bottom of the first as Quentin Qualls will hit now for Livingston Academy, as Qualls will step into bat for the first time, the number 9 hitter for Livingston, as Baisley going out to say something. Burnett. Qualls squares to bunt, bunts it foul for strike 1. May have caught him on the fingers that time as he tried to bunt that one. Kenway shaking that right hand as that's the one up on the end of the bat. The count 0-1. Get those fingers wrapped around a little too far. The ball gets too underneath you. That can smart a bit. The 0-1 pitch from Burnett. That one catches the outside part of the plate for call strike 2. So 0-2 to the Livingston left fielder. Wildcats, after seeing Cumberland County hit a bomb of a home run to take a 1-0 lead, they have responded nicely with 5 runs. Qualls will strike out. Baisley will drop it. This is going to be close. Baisley will throw down to first. He's not on the bag. This is safe. Now they'll throw to third, but the runners are safe. First baseman wasn't on the bag, so he's safe. Got to finish the strikeout. It'll be an error on the first baseman, as it will be a K for a strikeout, but they don't complete it. So it'll move Norris over to second base, and Qualls will stay at first, or will be at first, as the first baseman, Hensley, he was a couple of feet off the bag. I'm not sure if he just didn't realize the situation or what, but for the second time this inning, Zach Cotterman will bat for the Wildcats, with runners at first and second. Burnett, first pitch to Cotterman. That one at the numbers for call strike 1. So 0-1 to the Livingston shortstop. He singled his other at bat here earlier in the inning. He's the 10th player to bat for Livingston Academy. The 0-1 pitch. Cotterman looks at strike 2 on the outside part of the plate to take the count 0-2. Burnett trying to battle his way out of this one. His team trailing 5-1 already here in the bottom of the first. The 0-2 pitch. That one bounces in for ball 1. Good job by Baisley keeping that one in front of him to hold the runners at first and second. Speed on the base paths right now with Norris and Qualls out there for Livingston Academy. So anything to the outfield will score at least 1 for the Wildcats. This one fouled off into the net to keep the count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cotterman. Looking for his first RBI of the day, as he'll step back in. 5 runs in the inning. The 1-2 pitch. Cotterman swing and a miss for strike 3 to get the third out, but Livingston does some damage. The Wildcats score 5, they strand 2. We're through 1 complete. It's Livingston Academy 5, Cumberland County 1. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. W&O Construction, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Dobbin Savage, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Cooper Recycling, Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, and B&R Metals. Let's see, Livingston in that inning, 3 singles for the Wildcats, 4 singles in the inning and a double, 5 hits given up by Burnett in the bottom of the first. He did strike out 1, but he struck out 2. They completed one of those strikeouts. No walks by Burnett, as Cumberland County will send up the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Eli Ostrander, Ryder Myers, and Jaden Hensley. You up for the Jets is Aaron Moffitt back out on the bump for Livingston Academy. He had a long time to sit in the dugout for the Wildcats, so let's see how he responds coming back with the 5, 6, and 7 hitters from Crossville, as Ostrander, the shortstop, will lead off this inning for Cumberland County. Steps in, facing Moffitt for the first time. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. It's going to be ball 1 to Ostrander. So 1-0 to Eli. The 1-0 pitch. This one hitting to right field. Hayes coming in will keep it in front of him. It's going to no, it got away from Hayes, but the runner will hold at first. So a leadoff single by Eli Ostrander to put a runner at first with nobody out. Here in the top of the second as both these teams hitting the ball very well this afternoon. And now Ryder Myers will bat for the first time as he steps in to hit for Cumberland County. Squares to bunt. That one comes right at his head, ducks to get out of the way of it. The count goes 1-0. Myers plays right field for the Jets. Again, he squares to bunt. Now pulls back the hit, swings away, and will swing and miss at that one to even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Myers with Jaden Hensley on deck. The 1-1 pitch. That one gets away from Parrott, and that will let Ostrander move on down to second base. The pass ball on ball 2 to move the runner into scoring position for Cumberland County. So 2-1 to Ryder Myers. As Myers will step back in. 2-1 delivery popped up in the air. York settles under it in fair ground. Now he takes a step into foul ground and makes the catch for out number 1. With a pop-up to Dylan York at first base for the first out of the inning for Cumberland County. He's got a couple of pop-ups in that same area by the Jets. And now Jaden Hensley will bat for Cumberland County. He plays first base for the Jets. All right, in that Columbia blue, Carolina blue, however you want to call it. First pitch. Going to be right. The numbers are called strike 1 to Jaden Hensley. So 0-1 to Hensley as he'll step back in. Ask for time. Now ready to go. The 0-1 pitch. That's right down the middle for called strike 2. Fooled him a little bit on the changeup that time did Aaron Moffitt. The count goes 0-2 now to Hensley. Pitcher's count. 0-2 delivery, swing and a miss for strike 3. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 1 of the inning. Strikeout number 3 of the game for Aaron Moffitt. 2 away here in the second inning as Lucas Dyer, the designated hitter, will now hit. He'll hit for Rylan Burnett, who plays third base for Cumberland County, as Dyer will bat for the first time. Runner in scoring position for Cumberland County. First pitch, swing and a miss by Dyer for strike 1. As Eli Ostrander down there at second base. He led off the game with a single. Then able to move over to second base on a pass ball. The 0-1 pitch. That one low for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The DH. Moffitt takes a look at Ostrander out at second. The 1-1 pitch. That's right down the middle for call strike 2. Fastball there. Takes the count 1-2. Now to Dyer. 1-2 pitch. This one hitting to right field. Hayes backing up. Hayes going to his left. Can he get to it? He cannot. That's down for a base hit. Ostrander will come in to score. Dyer will stop at second on a double to right field. And the Jets are on the board in this inning as they cut the lead down to 3 on the double to right field by Lucas Dyer. His first RBI of the game. Brings in Ostrander from second, and with 2 away here in the second, it'll be Connor Hankins, the number 9 hitter to bat. 5-2 Livingston now as Hankins will foul that one back into the net to take the count 0-1. So Cumberland County answering those 5 runs of Livingston with 1 here in the second, trying to keep the inning going with Dyer out at second base. But 2 away here in the top of the second. 0-1 pitch. That one brushes him back at the plate, and the count evens up at 1-1. Hankins having to duck out of the way as Cumberland County has sent all 9 players to the plate in the first 2 innings. Check swing, but call strike 2. Count goes 1-2 now to Hankins as he'll step back in. The 1-2 delivery. Oh, that one just misses for ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2. Now to Hankins as he'll step back in. 2-2 delivery. Got him looking. Call strike 3 as they'll punch him out at home plate Frontier Chevrolet, strikeout number 2 of the inning, strikeout number 4 of the game. We're through 1.5. It's Livingston Academy 5, Cumberland County 2. We move now to the bottom of the second inning as due up for the Wildcats. Here in the second will be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Aaron Moffitt, Tayshawn Hayes, and Carson Parrott. Due up for Livingston as Moffitt will step in to hit for the second time. First pitch to Moffitt, going to be hit off the end of the bat down the third base line. Coach Loftus will field it there in the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball for strike 1 to Aaron Moffitt. Count 0-1 to the Tennessee Tech commit. He's going to play baseball down at Tennessee Tech next season. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses low for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1 now to Moffitt. He singled, stole a base, scored a run back in the first inning. Already hitting for a second time here tonight. That one bounces in. Home plate umpire ducking out of the way of that one, hopping in towards him, and the count goes 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. To Moffitt leading off this inning for the Wildcats. Cumberland County scored a run in each of the innings that they've batted. The 2-1 pitch from Burnett. That one called strike 2 to even the count at 2-2 now to Moffitt. Good pitch right there at the numbers on the inside part of the plate. 2-2 delivery. This one going to be grounded foul down the right side now to play to keep the count 2-2. Moffitt stepping back in as Baisley hits that one back in from Coach Perry Morgan over in the first base coaching box. 2-2 pitch from Burnett. That one bounces in for ball 3 to take the count full now to Aaron Moffitt. First time we've had a full count in the game as for Livingston. It is the first full count of the game as nobody's been more than 2-2 on the day before this. 3-2 pitch. Moffitt grounds this one to second. Second baseman will field it cleanly. Throws to first in time for out number 1. Is a good play at second by Connor Hankins with the flip over to Jaden Hensley as they go 4-3. Third time they have combined to get an out for Cumberland County. And now Tayshawn Hayes will bat for Livingston as he'll step in to hit for the Wildcats. He got an RBI his last at bat. Grounded to second base with the runner at third to score the first run of the game for the Wildcats. This one grounded to second. Slow roller, though. Second baseman up with it, throws wide of first, and Hayes is safe. Pulled him off the bag, did Connor Hankins. There'll be an error on the play on Hankins, the second baseman, so Hayes at first base now for the Wildcats with 1 away, and Carson Parrott, the batter now for Livingston Academy, as he'll step in to hit for the second time. Parrott doubled his last at bat with an RBI. Came around and scored a run for Livingston. Time called here for Hayes to fix his shoe down there at first base. One away here at the bottom of the second. Runner on for Livingston. Parrott taps the front two corners of home plate. Burnett, first pitch to Parrott. That one at the knees for called strike one. So 0-1 to Carson Parrott, as he'll step back in for Livingston. The 0-1 pitch. This one hit to the third baseman. He'll go to second for one. Hankins will try to turn two. No throw. They got the lead runner there as Parrott will reach on the fielder's choice on a good play by Rylan Burnett over at third base. And that will be two away as it goes 5-4 on the putout. Burnett to Hankins for out number two. As a job by Burnett fielding that one cleanly at third. Now Dylan York will bat for Livingston as he steps in to hit for the Wildcats with two away here in the bottom of the second. They'll throw over to first. Diving back safely is Parrott. Almost caught him looking that time. But Parrott gets back safely for the Wildcats. Left-handed hitting Dylan York. That one at the knees for call strike one. 0-1 from Braylon Burnett. He loves working the lower half of the strike zone. If he goes top shelf, he'll come inside with those so far in the game. 0-1 pitch. Runner goes. Throw down to second base is going to be in time. No, they didn't get him. They dropped it. That's a good throw by Baisley. Ostrander trying that sweep tag, but couldn't get Parrott as he'll steal second base. As that play would have been close. The pitch was a strike to take the count 0-2 to York. But now a runner in scoring position for Dylan York, trying to get back that run they gave up in the top of the inning. The 0-2 pitch. This one hit into center field. Center fielder backing up. He'll settle under it and will make the catch for out number three on a good play out in center field by Brandon McCaleb on the fly out by Dylan York. Livingston strands a runner. We are through two complete. It is Livingston Academy 5, Cumberland County 2 as we move now to the top of the third. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors making tonight's broadcast possible. Cooper Recycling, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Milton Rains and Family, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Highway Tire, Jerry's IGA, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Dairy Queen, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Bullseye Security, Hall Funeral Home, Maynard's Automotive, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, W&O Construction, B&R Metals, Frontier Chevrolet, First Church, EB Gray Jewelry, R&M Family Pharmacy, Overton County News, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Livingston Family Healthcare, Willow Grove Marina, Wascon Incorporated, Wayne's Grill, Oakley Equipment Rental, Lucky Red Stables, and Livingston Regional Hospital, our sponsors here on Overton Events. We want to say thank you to our sponsors for making these broadcasts possible. We ask you to go out and support our sponsors because they are what make it possible for us to be able to do these games for you here on Overton Events. Without them, we wouldn't be able to, and we would appreciate you going out and supporting them any way you can here in our community, as they are the reason for us broadcasting these games. As Moffitt completing his warm-ups, Parrott will throw down to Cotterman to complete the warm-ups for the Wildcats, and Cumberland County's back to the top of the order. Here in the top of the third, as Brandon McCaleb, Jacob Hodge, and Cade Baisley due up for the Jets, as McCaleb led off the game with a strikeout in his only other at-bat for Cumberland County. Squares to bunt here, takes that one for strike one. So 0-1 to the Cumberland County center fielder, as McCaleb will step back in for the Jets. Moffitt, the 0-1 delivery. That one just misses high for ball one to even the count at 1-1 now to McCaleb. McCaleb stepping back in. 1-1 pitch from Moffitt. That one misses away for ball two. So 2-1 to McCaleb. Hodge on deck. He hit that solo home run back in the first inning. Swing and a miss for strike two. He might have chased one out of the zone right there. That evens the count at 2-2. Now to the Jet. McCaleb stepping back in. 2-2 delivery. Checks his swing. Pitches a ball. And the count goes full to McCaleb. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Brandon McCaleb as he'll step back in for Cumberland County. And that one misses away for ball 4 for our first walk of the game. Moffitt will walk the leadoff runner here in the third, and Jacob Hodge will bat now for Cumberland County. As he is 1 for 1 on the day with a home run and an RBI for the Jets on the solo home run for Hodge. Runner goes. Parrott throws to second. Norris will go over to try to make the tag, but can't get to the runner McCaleb. So a stolen base for McCaleb. Pitch was a ball to Hodge. The count 1-0 to Jacob Hodge with a runner in scoring position. Now for the number 2 hitter. The 1-0 pitch from Moffitt. Swing and a miss as that one got away from Parrott. That'll let McCaleb move on down to third base. On the pitch, 2-0, rather 1-1 now to Hodge. But McCaleb all the way down to third now for the Jets. 1-1 pitch. This one fouled over the right side. Take the count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Aaron Hodge. Cumberland County trying to chip away at this lead as they've got a runner at third base now with nobody out. Here in the top of the third. The 1-2 pitch from Moffitt. That one misses high for ball 2 to even the count at 2-2. Now to Moffitt. 2-2 pitch. This one grounded foul down the third base line. Count stays 2-2. Now it's Hodge. It's that one on the ground foul. He'll step back into the batter's box. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 1 of the inning. Strikeout number 5 on the game for Aaron Moffitt as he had some heat behind that one and Hodge couldn't catch up to it. And he'll strike out for the first out of the inning. Now Cade Baisley will bat for Cumberland County. Baisley popped up to first base. His only other at bat. First pitch to Baisley. That one on the outside part of the plate for call strike 1, belt high. The 0-1 to Cade Baisley. Moffitt quickly delivers this one. He'll hit it high in the air to center field. Campbell moving to his left, and he'll make the catch. Runner tags. He'll score a run on that fly ball to Campbell out in center field as Ryan makes the catch in center field to get out number 2, but it will score a run for Cumberland County as Brandon McCaleb will come in to score from third. So they've scored a run in all 3 innings now. Now Braylon Burnett, the cleanup hitter, will bat. First pitch to Burnett. Going to be called strike 1 at the numbers on the outside part of the plate. The count goes 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses inside for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1 now to Burnett as he'll step back in. The 1-1 pitch. This one grounded to the right side. That's through for a base hit. Hayes will field it out in right field, but a solid single by Braylon Burnett into right field as he finds a hole there. And now Eli Ostrander will bat for the Jets. Will they leave Burnett out there to run? He's the pitcher for Cumberland County. It looks like he will stay in to run. They've only got 5 subs on the bench, does Cumberland County. Ostrander as the throw over to first. Not in time as Moffitt maybe taking a chance to work his counterpart for the Jets. First pitch to Ostrander. This one heading to right field. Hayes coming in. Can he get to it? He does for the out. The fly out to right field to Tayshawn Hayes for out number 3. As Cumberland County will score a run, they strand a runner. We're through 2.5. It's Livingston Academy 5, Cumberland County 3. We move down to the bottom of the third inning as due up for the Wildcats, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Drew Goolsby, Ryan Campbell, and Cam Norris due up for Livingston here in the bottom of the third. Cumberland County adds a run in the top of the third. They've scored a run in all 3 innings. No multiple run innings for the Jets yet as Livingston leads 5-3 with Goolsby leading off, swinging a miss at the high fastball for strike 1 to Drew Goolsby. So the count 0-1 to the Livingston third baseman. Burnett, 0-1 pitch. That one misses outside for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. Now is Braylon Burnett back out there for Cumberland County. He's went the entire way for the Jets. The 1-1 pitch. That one misses low for ball 2. 2-1 to Goolsby. He reached on error back in the first inning. Came around to score the 5th run of the game for the Wildcats. 2-1 pitch. That one at the numbers for call strike 2 to even the count at 2-2 to Goolsby. Drew will step back in. 2-2 pitch. That one low and away for ball 3. So the count full now to Goolsby. Burnett hasn't walked anyone yet. The count full here to Drew Goolsby. 3-2 pitch. This one grounded on the left side. Burnett up with it at third base. Going to be a close play. The throw at first not in time as Rylan Burnett fielded that one, but Goolsby will beat it out. On a little slow roller to third, it'll be an infield single for Drew Goolsby as he gets his first hit of the game. And now Ryan Campbell will bat for Livingston with a runner at first base and nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Cumberland County inching their way back into this one. Livingston would love to add a couple of runs to extend that lead back out. Their biggest lead has been 4. Cumberland County led 1-0, has been their only lead. First pitch to Campbell, squares the bunt, pops it up in the air, foul into the net. So the count 0-1 to Ryan Campbell. Campbell looks down to Coach Loftus at third base. Steps back in now. Burnett steps off the rubber as he looks over to Goolsby at first. Now gets the sign from Baisley. Ready now to come to the plate. Bunts down the first base line, does Campbell. Burnett will field it. He'll throw to first for the out, but the sacrifice will move the runner into scoring position on the sacrifice bunt by Ryan Campbell. Will go 1-3 as Burnett will go to Hensley for out number one. As runner in scoring position now for Cam Norris for the Wildcats as he'll step in to hit for Livingston. Chance for an RBI here for the second baseman for the Wildcats. First pitch to Norris. Catches the outside part of the plate for call strike one. So 0-1 to Cam as he'll step back in for Livingston. Burnett takes a look out to Goolsby at second base. Swing and a miss by Norris for strike two. So Burnett way ahead in the count now at 0-2 to Norris. On deck, Quentin Qualls for the Wildcats. Then back to the top of the order for Livingston. The 0-2 pitch from Burnett. That one bounces in. Good job by Baisley blocking it, keeping it in front of him as he just let it bounce off the chest protector. Stayed right in front of him. The pitch was a ball. That'll keep Goolsby out at second base. Count goes 1-2 now to Norris as he'll step back in. One-two delivery. This one hit foul down the right side to keep the count 1-2. Livingston sent 10 batters to the plate in the first inning, scored 5 runs, but since then Burnett has settled down. 1-2 pitch. That one catches the inside part of the plate for call strike three. Good pitch there on the inside part of the plate at the numbers to get the second out of the inning. And now Quentin Qualls will bat for Livingston. And he'll step in to hit with a runner at second base, but 2 away. Now here in the bottom of the third. Qualls. He reached on error. His first at bat was stranded at first. First pitch will be fouled off the right side for strike one. So 0-1 to Quentin Qualls. Shadows beginning to come into play now here at Livingston. The first base dugout. Shadow going over the right part of the infield. Third base, the press box is kind of making it tough for the third baseman for Rylan Burnett over there at third for Cumberland County. Drew Goolsby playing third for Livingston. Burnett's 0-1 pitch to Qualls. Curveball stays outside for ball one to even the count at 1-1. Stays high to even the count at 1-1 from Braylon Burnett. Qualls. One pitch. That one breaks back over the plate for call strike two. So 1-2 now to Quentin Qualls. He'll step back in for the Wildcats. The 1-2 pitch. Call strike three. Got him looking after giving up a single to lead off the inning to Goolsby. Braylon Burnett comes back and gets the next three with a couple of strikeouts. We're through 2.5, or rather through 3 complete. It is Livingston Academy 5, Cumberland County 3 here at Livingston Academy. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors making tonight's broadcast possible. Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, B&R Metals, W&O Construction, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley and Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Dobbin Savage, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, and Cooper Recycling. Let's check the defense again for Livingston as Aaron Moffitt comes back out. For the top of the fourth, he'll stay there on the pitching mound for Livingston Academy. Carson Parrott catching, Dylan York at first base, Cam Norris at second base, Zach Cotterman at shortstop, Drew Goolsby over at third base for Livingston Academy. In the outfield, Quentin Qualls in left field, Ryan Campbell in center field, Tayshawn Hayes in right field for the Wildcats defense. Leading off this fourth inning for Cumberland County, Ryder Myers will lead off for the Jets as he'll step in to face Moffitt and looks at ball one. Myers to be followed by Jaden Hensley and Lucas Dyer due up for Cumberland County. This one going to be grounded to the left side. Cotterman can't get to it. Bounces off the heel of the glove. Going to be an error on the shortstop, and we'll put a runner at first base to lead off the inning for the Jets. As Ryder Myers on base for the first time, he popped up to first his other at-bat. So officially he's 0 for 1, but now on base for the first time. And now Jaden Hensley will bat for Cumberland County. He plays first base for the Jets, squares to bunt. That one just about hit him. It did hit him. Runner will go down to second base. No, it didn't hit him. He was able to get out of the way of it. It will be a stolen base as Myers able to move down to second. It'll be ball one to Jaden Hensley as he just got out of the way of that one, ducking underneath it. The count 1-0 with a runner in scoring position again for the Jets. That one misses away for ball two. So 2-0 to Hensley as he'll step back in. The 2-0 pitch from Moffitt. This one grounded to the left side. Cotterman will field this one. He'll throw to first for the out. The runner will try to advance to third. The throw back across the diamond going to hit him, and he'll be safe there. They get the out over at first, but on the throw, Ryder Myers able to move over to third as Cotterman will go to York for out number one, but it will move the runner to third base, and now Lucas Dyer will bat for the Jets as they've got a runner at third base again with less than 2 outs. One away here in the top of the fourth. First pitch, swing and a miss on that fastball from Moffitt for strike one. So 0-1 to Lucas Dyer. The Jets 5-10 overall. They're 4-4 in 7 AAA play. Swing and a miss for strike three. Moffitt, a little change up there, fooled him completely. The count goes 0-2. Livingston's 4-6 overall. They're 2-4 in 7 AAA play. That one called strike three. Got him looking. 3-pitch strikeout. Frontier Chevrolet. Strikeout number 1 of the inning. Strikeout number 6 on the day for Aaron Moffitt. Now Connor Hankins will hit for the Jets, but 2 away now here in the top of the fourth. First pitch going to be fouled off the right side for strike one by Connor Hankins, the second baseman. Hankins stepping back in. The 0-1 pitch. Looks at ball one. He takes one very close to the outside part of the strike zone. The count evens up at 1-1 now to Hankins. 1-1 pitch from Moffitt. Curveball stays inside, and the count goes 2-1. Myers down at third base for the Jets. That's called strike two on the lower half of the strike zone. The count evens up at 2-2. Moffitt. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike three. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 2 of the inning. Strikeout number 6 in the game for Moffitt. For the first time, Cumberland County doesn't score a run in the inning. We're through 3.5. It is Livingston Academy 5, Cumberland County 3. We move now to the bottom of the fourth inning. As due up for the Wildcats, the top of the order. For Livingston Academy, Zach Cotterman, Aaron Moffitt, and Tayshawn Hayes. Due up for Livingston here in the fourth. As Cotterman will step in to bat for the third time against Braylon Burnett. First pitch to Cotterman. This one fouled off the right side for strike one to the Livingston shortstop. Burnett back out there here in the bottom of the fourth. The catcher for Cumberland County is Cade Baisley, as Burnett wants another baseball. They'll take care of that. Not sure what was wrong with that one, but he wasn't happy with it. And the count 0-1. 0-1 pitch. This one hit to the shortstop. Ostrander moving to his left will make the catch on the line drive. Good play by Eli Ostrander on that line drive by Cotterman, as it will be a line out to short for out number one here in the bottom of the fourth. And now Aaron Moffitt to hit for Livingston. Defensively for Cumberland County at first base is Jaden Hensley. At second is Connor Hankins. At shortstop, Eli Ostrander. And at third base is Rylan Burnett. First pitch to Moffitt, going to be at the knees for called strike one. The outfield and left field is Jacob Hodge. In center field is Brandon McCaleb. And in right field is Ryder Myers to round out the Jets' defense. The 0-1 pitch from Burnett. That one bounces in for ball one to even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Livingston pitcher as Moffitt steps back in. Wildcats leading 5-3 here in the bottom of the fourth. The 1-1 pitch. This one hit off the left side and foul ground for strike two. Cumberland County a run in the first, a run in the second, and a run in the third. Wildcats scored all their runs in the first. And it's 5-3 now here in the bottom of the fourth. Moffitt rips this one down the right side. Will it stay fair? It will not. Foul about a foot on that, what could have been extra bases for Moffitt, as he hit that one on a rope down the right field line, but it does hit in foul ground, and the count stays 1-2 to Aaron Moffitt. Moffitt will step back in for Livingston. The 1-2 pitch. Moffitt pops this one in the air on the left side. Ostrander going out, the left fielder coming in. Little confusion, it drops. Nobody really took control on that one as the left fielder Jacob Hodge battling the sun all the way. Ostrander couldn't get to it, and it will be Moffitt at second base. Not sure if they'll score it as a run or as a double. We're on Overton Events doing the broadcast. We'll give him a double on that one. As now Coach Joey Burnett out talking about something to the home plate umpire. Not sure what he is discussing here. Maybe asking about some kind of interference on that play. Coach Burnett going back to the dugout. Doesn't look happy with the result of the conversation. Moffitt at second base for Livingston. Will he stay out there and run? It is Moffitt staying on to run. Now Tayshawn Hayes to bat for Livingston with a runner in scoring position. First pitch to Hayes, swing and a miss on a big cut for strike one. So the count 0-1 to Hayes. Livingston a chance to add a little insurance here in the fourth inning. Braylon Burnett. The 0-1 pitch. This one hit on the left side. Third baseman will knock it down. Only play is at first. It's a long throw. He'll make the throw. There's nobody at third, so Moffitt will move safely over to third. So it will move the runner, but it'll go 5-3 as Rylan Burnett will throw out Tayshawn Hayes to Jaden Hensley for the second out of the inning. But Burnett had to leave third base to make the throw, so that opened it up for Moffitt to move down to third base. So a run 90 feet away now for Carson Parrott, as Parrott will step in for Livingston Academy. Carson facing Braylon Burnett once again. This one hit on the right side. Right fielder coming in, second baseman going out. The right fielder will call it. He'll make the catch in right field as that one popped up to Ryder Myers. Livingston gets an extra base hit by Moffitt. They strand him at third as the pop-up to right field will end it. We're through 4 complete. It is Livingston Academy 5, Cumberland County 3. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. B&R Metals, Frontier Chevrolet, First Church, EB Gray Jewelry, R&M Family Pharmacy, Overton County News, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Livingston Family Healthcare, Willow Grove Marina, Wascon Incorporated, Wayne's Grill, Oakley Equipment Rental, Lucky Red Stables, Livingston Regional Hospital, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Cooper Recycling, W&O Construction, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, and Livingston Dairy Queen, our sponsors here on Overton Events. As Moffitt back out there for the top of the 5th for the Wildcats as Livingston leads Cumberland County by a score of 5-3 here in this 7 AAA matchup. Now we've got high school softball coming up for you. I know we've got high school soccer coming up for you on Thursday night as we'll have our first coverage of the Livingston Academy Wildcats soccer team this spring as Livingston Academy will play host to Stone Memorial on Thursday night at 6. Join us for that one here on Overton Events. Then, weather permitting, we've got junior high baseball Friday night as the Overton County Junior Wildcats baseball team will play host to Allgood. That game set to begin at 5 on Friday afternoon here on Overton Events. So a couple of more games, a couple of firsts for teams here on Overton Events is for this season as the Livingston Academy soccer team will host Stone Memorial on Thursday at 6. The Overton County Junior Wildcats baseball team will host Allgood on Friday night at 5. Join us for both those games live right here on Overton Events. Back to the top of the order for Cumberland County as we move to the top of the 5th with Brandon McCaleb leading off. First pitch going to be on the outside part of the plate for call strike 1 to McCaleb. As McCaleb walked his last at bat, came around and scored a run, swing and a miss there for strike 2. He's officially 0 for 1 on the day with the walk. The other out was a strikeout to lead off the game back in the first. Now Moffitt ahead 0-2 to McCaleb. And this one grounded to the left side. Goolsby will field it. Goolsby going toward first base, throws low, and pulls York off the bag. York having to come off the bag to field that one. And a runner at first base on an error on the Wildcats' third baseman. So McCaleb on first base. Now with nobody out here in the top of the 5th. And the dangerous Jacob Hodge will bat. Throw over to first base, not in time, as diving back safely was McCaleb. Hodge 1 for 2 on the day with a solo home run and an RBI. First pitch here, swing and a miss. Runner goes, throw down to second base is going to be not in time as McCaleb will steal second. McCaleb has good speed and they turn him loose when he gets on base. The pitch was a strike swinging by Hodge, so the count 0-1. Now to the left fielder. Runner in scoring position again for Cumberland County, and this one hit well to center field. Campbell moving to his left. Can he run it down? He will. The runner will tag. The throw coming into third. McCaleb's going to be there safely. So it'll move the runner on the sacrifice on the fly out to center field to Ryan Campbell, as it will be out number 1, but it will move McCaleb down to third base with only 1 away here in the top of the 5th, and Cade Baisley will bat now for the Jets with a chance to cut this lead down to 1 with a base hit here for the Cumberland County catcher. Baisley stepping in. First pitch right down the middle for call strike 1. So 0-1 to Cade Baisley. He's had a couple of flyouts here in the game. This one fouled into the net to take the count 0-2. 0-2 to Baisley as he asks for time. Now steps back in. Moffitt. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 1 of the inning. Strikeout number 8 in the game for Aaron Moffitt as Braylon Burnett will bat now for the Jets as he can help himself out now if he can bring that run in from third base. Moffitt. First pitch to Burnett, swing and a miss for strike 1. Couldn't catch up to the Moffitt fastball, and the count goes 0-1 to Braylon Burnett. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a strikeout for the Jets. He was stranded at first back in the third inning. That one just misses high for ball 1. Evens the count at 1-1 now to Burnett as he'll step back in. Moffitt, the 1-1 pitch. That one misses high for ball 2. So 2-1 to Burnett. Patient at the plate is Burnett. A 2-1 delivery. That one misses low for ball 3. Good stop by Parrott to keep the runner at third as McCaleb. When he gets on base, he causes issues with his base running. 3-1 pitch. Change up, swing and a miss for strike 2 as Moffitt just trying to get that one across the plate. And now he's worked it back to a full count. And now Burnett has to protect the plate a little bit. A 3-2 pitch from Moffitt. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that retires the side. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 2 in the inning. Strikeout number 9 in the game for Moffitt. For the second straight inning, Cumberland County strands a runner at third. We're through 4.5. It is Livingston Academy 5, Cumberland County 3. We move now to the bottom of the fifth inning as for Livingston Academy, it'll be Dylan York, Drew Goolsby, and Ryan Campbell due up for the Wildcats here in the bottom of the fifth as York to lead off this inning. First pitch to Dylan. This one's going to be hit on the left side. That one's going to drop and foul around. May have hit the field house over behind us as it sounded like it did. Either that or a car over there, one or the other. The count goes 0-1. They go off the roof of the field house, looks like. 0-1 pitch misses high and away for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. Now to Dylan York, the Livingston first baseman, as York will step back in. 1-1 pitch. This one hit to right field. Right fielder moving over. Can he get to it? He can. It's at the base of the wall. York rounding first. He'll turn on the Jets. He'll hold up at second with a solid double to the base of the wall in right field. Gives a little wave to his teammates in the dugout after that shot to right field by Dylan York to put a runner in scoring position with nobody out for Drew Goolsby here in the Bottom of the fifth as the Wildcats with a chance to add to this 2-run lead. It's 290 feet down the right field line here at Livingston Academy. 384 the base of the Blue Monster out in center field. Down the left field line, 285 on that porch, a little shorter out in left field. So I'd say York hit that one around 300 feet. First pitch to Goolsby misses low for ball one, maybe a little better than 300 feet as that was well into right center field. Burnett, the 1-0 pitch. Called strike one. They even the count at 1-1 to Drew Goolsby, the third baseman for Livingston Academy. Goolsby will step back in. 1-1 pitch from Burnett, grounded back to the pitcher. Pitcher will make the throw to first. York now will try to advance late, and he'll be in safe at third. They'll get the out at first as it'll go 1-3 for out number one, but it will move the runner over to third on the sacrifice. So a runner at third base now for the Wildcats with only one away as Braylon Burnett from his pitcher's spot able to throw out Goolsby over at first for out number one. And now Ryan Campbell will bat for Livingston as he tries to add to this 2-run Wildcat lead. Burnett. First pitch to Campbell. That one on the outside part of the plate for called strike one. So 0-1 to Ryan Campbell. He is 0 for 2 on the day with a couple of ground outs. A ground out to second in the first inning. Ground out to the pitcher in the third inning. That one misses away for ball one to even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Livingston center fielder. Steps back in. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss on a big cut to take the count 1-2. One away here in the bottom of the fifth. Livingston leading 5-3 over Cumberland County. Campbell will step back in. The 1-2 pitch. This one hit to the shortstop. York coming home. They'll take the play at first, and did he beat it out? No. Good play by Ostrander to throw out the runner, but it will score a run as Dylan York will come in to score from third base, and the Wildcats add to their 2-run lead as they go in front 6-3 now as the play went 6-3. Ostrander to Hensley, but 2 away here in the fifth inning now as Cam Norris will bat for the Wildcats. Norris fouls this one off at the plate. Nobody on, 2 out here in the bottom of the fifth for the Livingston second baseman. Norris will step back in. But Livingston, that's a big run to move them back in front by 3 at 6-3. The 0-1 pitch from Burnett. Swing and a miss for strike 2 to take the count 0-2. Cumberland County scored runs in their first 3 innings. A run an inning, but Moffitt's retired them in back-to-back innings. Ground ball to third base. Burnett up with it. He'll throw across the diamond to first for out number 3. Good job by Rylan Burnett on the ground out by Norris. Throwing over to Hensley at first, and we're through 5 complete as that one goes 5-3 for out number 3. But the Wildcats add a run through 5. It's Livingston Academy 6, Cumberland County 3. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Cooper Recycling, W&O Construction, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, and B&R Metals, our sponsors here on Overton Events as we move to the top of the 6th inning. For Cumberland County, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for the Jets as leading off will be Eli Ostrander. He'll be followed by Ryder Myers, and then Jaden Hensley due up here in the top of the 6th. Aaron Moffitt back out there for Livingston. The field completely in shadows now as we approach 7 o'clock on this Monday evening. Happy to have you with us here on Overton Events. First pitch to Ostrander. Going to just miss outside for ball 1. So 1-0 to the Cumberland County shortstop as Ostrander will step back in. The 1-0 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did. Count evens up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Eli Ostrander as he steps back in for the Jets. Moffitt, the 1-1 delivery. Check swing again. This time he did not offer, and the count goes 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Eli Ostrander. He's been on base once today on a single to lead off the second, scored a run. Check swing will foul this one down the right side off the protective fence there in front of the Cumberland County dugout. As the count evens up at 2-2 now to Eli Ostrander. 2-2 pitch from Moffitt. Check swing again. That one rolls foul. Just trying to punch it down the right side. Just trying to battle with Moffitt and stay alive as he's able to do so there. If it stayed fair, that would have been a tough play for the Livingston defense. The count stays 2-2 now to Ostrander. Moffitt, 2-2 pitch. Fouled it off his foot that time. Off the side of that right foot on that little half swing there by Ostrander. Just trying to make contact to stay alive and is able to do so. Now the 2-2 pitch coming up from Moffitt. 2-2 delivery. Bounces in for ball 3. Count goes full now to Ostrander. Cumberland County has gotten the leadoff batter on for the last 4 innings. Moffitt would love to change that right here. 3-2 pitch. Got him looking. Call strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. Big time Frontier Chevrolet strikeout by Aaron Moffitt to get the leadoff man. 1 away here in the 6th on strikeout number, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Double-digit strikeouts for Moffitt. That one misses for ball 1 to Ryder Myers. So the count 1-0 to Myers as he'll step back in with nobody on and 1 out. Here in the top of the 6th, Livingston leading 6-3 over Cumberland County. Called strike 1 to even the count at 1-1 now to Myers. Cumberland County very patient at the plate. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. Take the count 1-2 now to the right fielder. 1-2 pitch from Moffitt. This one hit well to center field. Campbell will drift back and will make the catch in center field. That little lazy fly ball out to Ryan Campbell in center field for out number 2. And now Jaden Hensley will bat for Cumberland County. Hit a mile in the air, but Campbell only had to move about 3 feet to his right to make that catch. Hensley stepping in to hit. First pitch to Hensley, right down the middle for called strike 1. Moffitt seems to be getting a little stronger as the game goes along. 2 away here in the top of the 6th. The 0-2 pitch, or the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2 to make the count 0-2 now to Jaden Hensley. Hensley stepping back in. 0-2 pitch from Moffitt. Got him swinging. First time tonight, Cumberland County goes in order. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 11 on the game for Aaron Moffitt. 1-2-3 inning for the Wildcats defense. We move to the bottom of the 6th. Livingston Academy 6, Cumberland County 3. We move now to the bottom of the sixth inning. The 9, 1, and 2 hitters due up for Livingston here in the sixth as Quentin Qualls, Zach Cotterman, and Aaron Moffitt due up for the Wildcats as Qualls will lead it off for Livingston. Quentin steps in to lead off this sixth inning for the Wildcats. First pitch to Qualls, going to be hit down the right side and foul grounded out of play for strike one to the Livingston left fielder. So 0-1 to Qualls as he'll step back in. Burnett, the 0-1 pitch. This one hit to right field. That's in the gap for a base hit. Qualls rounding first. I think they'll hold him there, and they will, on a solid single to right field to lead off the inning for Quentin Qualls on his first hit of the day. And now back to the top of the order for Zach Cotterman here for the Wildcats, as he'll step in to hit for Livingston with a runner on and nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. Cotterman facing Burnett once again. Burnett looks over to Qualls at first base. Very short lead there. Cotterman will bunt it back to Burnett. He'll take the throw at second. It gets away from Osterman. And now the runner is caught in a bad spot, but he gets in safely, I believe. Yes. Slid under the tag to Quentin Qualls as Braylon Burnett tried to take the force play to Ostrander at second base, but they couldn't connect, so the error is going to let Cotterman reach as the error on Ostrander, and then Qualls able to move all the way down to third base as it went into shallow center field. He had a little indecision out there at second base. And now they're just going to put Moffitt on with the intentional walk, as that will move Cotterman down to second. The base is loaded now for Tayshawn Hayes. So the base is loaded for the Wildcats after the intentional walk given up to Aaron Moffitt. Quentin Qualls at third base, Zach Cotterman at second base, Aaron Moffitt at first base for Livingston Academy. Sun beginning to set here in Livingston as Hayes will step in. We're just past 7 o'clock here in the bottom of the sixth. Wildcats with the bases loaded and nobody out here for Tayshawn Hayes. Burnett. They're not holding the runners on. The infield playing in at first and third. Will come home with anything here in the infield. Burnett taking a little too long. Hayes asks for time, steps out. Now back in the batter's box. Burnett, first pitch to Hayes. That one bounces in for ball one to the Livingston right fielder. Baisley, good job keeping it in front of him. Count 1-0 to Hayes as Baisley tying his shoe. He's got to be every bit of 6'3", 6'4" behind the plate. Hayes back in. Burnett getting the sign from Baisley, and again takes too long. Hayes asks for time and steps out. Bases loaded here for the Wildcats. The 1-0 pitch from Burnett working quickly this time, bounces in. Baisley just keeps that one in front of him. The count goes 2-0 now to Hayes. Didn't actually keep it in front of him, but kept it close enough to keep the runner at third from advancing. As Qualls, good speed down there at third base. The 2-0 pitch from Burnett. That one's low for ball three. Nowhere to put Tayshawn. Bases loaded. A walk scores a run for the Wildcats, and they could extend the lead to 4 here with a walk, but Hayes would rather have a base knock for the Wildcats. Maybe taking all the way, though, and he is, and that's called strike one. 3-1 to Tayshawn Hayes. Tayshawn steps back in. Three-one delivery from Burnett. Fouled off the catcher at home plate. The count goes full 3-2. Got him around the left shoulder blade there. Is caught part of the protective gear, but kind of got inside of it and got Baisley there kind of near the neck as he's favoring that there. The full count now to Hayes with the bases loaded. Tayshawn steps back in. Burnett ready to come to the plate. 3-2 delivery. This one grounded to second base. Second baseman has it go underneath him. A run will come in to score. They're going to wave in Cotterman. He'll come in to score. So it's an error on the second baseman as it just got right underneath the glove. 2 runs will score for the Wildcats as Qualls will come in from third. Cotterman will come in from second. Moffitt will hold at third. Hayes will be at first base on the error against the second baseman, Connor Hankins. So 2 unearned runs there for Livingston, but they add to the total. And now they may be making a pitching change here, as I think Cumberland County is. They're going to bring Ostrander in from shortstop as he and Burnett just going to switch places while they warm up. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the pitching change. It's Livingston Academy 8, Cumberland County 3. Ostrander is warmed up, and he is ready to begin his work on the mound as he and Burnett just change places. As Burnett will go to shortstop, Ostrander will come in to pitch for the Jets as he'll face Carson Parrott here with runners at first and third. Swing and a miss by Parrott for strike one, with Moffitt down at third base, Hayes over at first base. A low-flying plane going over here at Livingston Academy. That one's not high at all. Little flyover over the baseball field. Count 0-1 to Carson Parrott as he'll step back in for the Wildcats. Nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. Hayes will go. No throw from Baisley. Pitch was a ball to even the count at 1-1. So a stolen base for Tayshawn Hayes, and runners at second and third now for Carson Parrott. 1-1 pitch from Ostrander. Swing and a miss for strike three. Ostrander throws hard. He was warming up, and he's got some stuff on his fastball, and the count goes 1-2 now to Parrott. But if you make contact, you can drive those kind of fastballs. 1-2 pitch misses high for ball 2 to even the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Livingston catcher. Carson will step back in. Baisley wanting the pitch sign from the dugout. Now he's ready. 2-2 delivery. That one hit him. That loads the bases. It got Carson Parrott right in the small of the back. And the base is loaded now for Livingston Academy again as the hit by the pitch. And that fastball got him right in the small of the back, and that one stung a mite. And Parrott will walk down to first base, and now Dylan York will bat for Livingston Academy. Bases loaded again here in this inning. Last time they were loaded, they scored a couple of runs on an error by Hankins over at second base. York has hit the ball well for Livingston. Tonight, his last one went over 300 feet to the base of the wall in right center field. Dylan steps back in. To face Ostrander for the first time. First pitch to York. That one misses low for ball 1. So 1-0 to Dylan York. Wildcats have added a couple of runs here in the 6th to extend the lead to 5 at 8-3, and a chance to add to that. Huge lead out at second base by Tayshawn Hayes. That one called strike 1 to even the count at 1-1. Tayshawn's probably 18, 20 feet, maybe more than that. 25 feet toward third base. But the entire infield playing in right now. That one misses high for ball 2. 2-1 to York. Everybody on the grass in the infield for the Cumberland County defense. 2-1 pitch from Ostrander. That one misses inside for ball 3. Bases loaded. So nowhere to put York. The count goes 3-1 now to the Livingston first baseman. Ostrander, 3-1 delivery. That one misses for ball 4. So a bases loaded walk given up to York. That's an RBI as Aaron Moffitt will come in to score from third. It'll move Tayshawn Hayes down to third. Carson Parrott will move to second base. Dylan York at first base. Now for Drew Goolsby. As Goolsby, the hitter for Livingston Academy, facing Ostrander for the first time. First pitch will be on the inside part of the plate for call strike 1 to the Livingston third baseman. So 0-1 to Goolsby. He is officially 1 for 2 on the day, has scored a run, been on base twice, swing and a miss there for strike 2 to Goolsby. Bases loaded with nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th, but the count 0-2. 0-2 pitch from Ostrander, misses high for ball 1. 1-2 now to Goolsby, the 7th hitter of the inning for the Wildcats. 1-2 pitch from Ostrander. This one grounded on the left side. Burnett will come home with it. Throw is going to be out at home as Hayes will be out there at home plate as it will go Rylan Burnett to the catcher, Cade Baisley, as it will go 5-2 for out number 1 here in the inning. And Goolsby will reach on a fielder's choice. Base is still loaded for Ryan Campbell. Campbell hitting in back-to-back innings for the Wildcats. First pitch to Ryan. That one hit him, or did hit him. It got away. Parrott coming in to score. He'll slide in safely as the pitch got away from Baisley. Parrott heads up base running to come in and score for the Wildcats. York will move down to third base. Goolsby will move over to second base. The pitch was a ball. It didn't hit him, so it's 1-0 to Ryan Campbell. But another run for the Wildcats as they go ahead now 10-3 here in the inning. That one just misses for ball 2. Now to Campbell. is 2-0 to the Livingston center fielder. Ostrander, the 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss for strike one as Campbell decided to swing late, and the count goes 2-1. Now to Ryan as he'll step back in. He actually represents the winning run for the Wildcats. That one misses for ball 3. If they can score 3 runs, the 10-run rule would come into play here in the 6th inning. Campbell stepping back in. 3-1 pitch from Ostrander. This one fouled off into the net for strike 2 to take the count full at 3-2. 3-2 to Ryan Campbell. Runners at second and third. First base open for the Wildcats. Livingston leading 10-3 over Cumberland County. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3 for out number 2 here in the 6th inning. And now the Wildcats have batted around for the second time as Cam Norris will hit for Livingston. The 9th player to bat in the inning for the Wildcats as Norris stepping in for Livingston. Facing Ostrander for the first time. First pitch to Norris. This one hit to the second baseman. That one, he boots it. Norris has a chance to beat this one out, and he will. Booted over at second base by Connor Hankins. The error will put Norris, might be an infield hit on that hard hit ball, but I would think it would be an error on the second baseman. A run will come in to score as Dylan York comes in to score for the Wildcats as Drew Goolsby will move down to third. So it will be Quentin Qualls batting for the second time in the inning. He got the inning started with a solid hit to the outfield. Came around and scored a run. That run scoring there puts Livingston in front 11-3 now over Cumberland County. The winning run at first base now for Qualls. And that one misses inside to Quentin. The count 1-0. Qualls stepping back in. The 1-0 pitch from Ostrander. That one misses away for ball 2. So 2-0 to Qualls. Then back to the top of the order for the Wildcats if Qualls can reach, but 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. 2-0 pitch from Ostrander. Call strike 1 to take the count to 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to the Livingston left fielder. Qualls will step back in. 2-1 pitch. That catches the outside part of the plate to even the count at 2-2 now to Qualls. Livingston's added 5 runs here in the inning, matching their first inning total. 2-2 pitch fouled off to stay alive and keep the count 2-2. They scored 5 in the first, 1 in the 5th, have added 5 here in the 6th. Cumberland County scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the third. And Livingston leads it 11-3. 2-2 pitch coming up from Ostrander, trying to get them out of this inning. 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss for strike 3 to get them out of the inning. We're through 6 complete. It is Livingston Academy 11, Cumberland County 3. They're down to their final 3 outs are the Jets. As we take a moment to thank our sponsors making tonight's broadcast possible. Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, B&R Metals, Willow Grove Marina, Wascon Incorporated, Wayne's Grill, Oakley Equipment Rental, Livingston Regional Hospital, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Livingston Dairy Queen, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Bullseye Security, Hall Funeral Home, Maynard's Automotive, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, W&O Construction, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, and Cooper Recycling. Jets down to their final 3 outs. It's the 8, 9, and 1 batters due up for Cumberland County. Lucas Dyer, Connor Hankins and Brandon McCaleb. You up for the Jets? Aaron Moffitt back out there for Livingston Academy, trying to get the complete game win for the Wildcats. As he's done a pretty good job on Cumberland County. They have, on the day, only 2 hits. A single by Eli Ostrander and a double by Lucas Dyer. He's given up 1 walk, 11 strikeouts on the day for Moffitt. And Lucas Dyer to lead off for Cumberland County. First pitch will be just outside for ball 1 to Dyer. Livingston does have Qualls and Dawson Ledbetter warmed up if they need them. That one right down the middle for call strike 1 to even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lucas Dyer. 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss on that inside fastball to take the count 1-2. Dyer, the designated hitter, hitting for Rylan Burnett. 1-2 pitch from Moffitt. Got him swinging. Did he foul it off? He did. It's a foul ball, so the count 1-2 still. I thought the umpire signaled time there for a foul ball, and he did. So Moffitt again working the 1-2 pitch. Got him looking. Called strike 3. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 12 on the day for Aaron Moffitt. 1 away here in the top of the 7th. And the Jets down to their final 2 outs as Connor Hankins will hit now for Cumberland County. Hankins stepping in to face Moffitt once again. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Like I told you, I think he's gotten stronger as the night has went along. 2 strikeouts in the first inning, 2 in the second inning, 1 in the third, 2 more in the fourth to give him 7, 2 more in the fifth to give him 9, 2 in the sixth for 11, 1 here in the 7th for a total of 12 strikeouts on the day for Aaron Moffitt. 0-1 pitch. That one's low for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. He's walked only 1, giving up only 2 hits on the day has Moffitt. The 2-1 pitch. This one grounded to the left side. Goolsby up with it at third. He'll throw to first in time for out number 2. Goolsby to York on the ground out. Goes 5-3 for out number 2. And now Brandon McCaleb represents the last chance for Cumberland County as the Wildcats try to close it out here. Leading by a score of 11-3 here against Cumberland County. Moffitt, first pitch to McCaleb. That one misses low for ball 1. So 1-0 to Brandon McCaleb. Game pushing 2 hours old here tonight. The 1-0 pitch. That one just misses inside for ball 2. So 2-0 to McCaleb. As he'll step back in for Cumberland County. 2-0 pitch from Moffitt. This one, little check swing into the fence. Take the count 2-1 now to McCaleb. Into the netting here at Livingston Academy. 2 balls, 1 strike to the Cumberland County center fielder. Trying to keep this game going. 2-1 pitch from Moffitt. That one misses low and inside for ball 3. So 3-1 to McCaleb. Three-one pitch. This one hit on the right side as that is going to be in foul ground. Take the count full at 3-2. So full count now to McCaleb. Not only down to their last out, they're down to their last strike here in this game as McCaleb trying to keep their hopes alive, but they trail by 8, 11-3 here in the top of the 7th. McCaleb stepping back in. 3-2 pitch from Moffitt. Swing and a miss for strike 3. They go in order for the second consecutive inning. Strikeout number 13 on the night. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout number 13 for Aaron Moffitt against only 1 walk. The Wildcats win it by a final score of 11-3 over Cumberland County. With the loss, Cumberland County goes to 5-11 overall. They drop below 500 in district play. They're 4-5 in the district. With the win, Livingston goes to 3-6 overall. They go to 3-4 in District 7 AAA play. Again, Livingston wins it tonight by a final score of 11-3 over Cumberland County. Thank you to our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. For Tyler Maxwell, this is Craig Cantrell saying good night from Livingston Academy.